So that's what, surplus city to deficit cities and all, right? Assignment problem, transportation problems. We have done in the last session, right?
Yes, sir.
What is there? Sudoku solving milk is there. Constraints. Forgetting the model, there is a model we have to run. One more model. Which model is what I am forgetting? Think we can do. Hey, in operations management, did you do any other models other than we have done?
I think we did the decision tree.
You have done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Decision tree, right?
Yes, sir.
So did you do it in Excel or you have manually calculated?
Manually, sir.
Sir, I think we did in R.
You did it in R, huh? R decision tree is different, right?
Yes, sir. So you told that that you didn't mention the same thing in the this business analytics class.
Yeah. That decision tree is a machine learning algorithm. There is another decision trees which you do in operations management, na fishbone diagram.
Sir, that we haven't done.
That is a different diagram, no fishbone diagram. You know fishbone diagram, right? Yes and no, that costs and all.
Yes, sir.
So that is different, and the decision tree in which we have discussed is a machine learning algorithm which creates trees based on entropy and information gain and Gini, based on probability basically, and then uses that probability measures to split the trees. So that's the different one which we are doing. So I'm forgetting one algorithm which we need to do. Yeah, I remember traveling salesman problem here. TSP. You have done operations management traveling salesman problem?
No, sir.
Sir, only transportation problem you have done.
Only transportation you have done, okay. So we have another thing called traveling salesman's problem. There are many methods to solving. That is what I forgot actually. So let us see how we can do. Okay. So we can open an Excel sheet. I think this Excel sheet I can use. Okay, so traveling salesman problem is a problem how to optimize the route that the person reaches the location faster. Okay, so let us take an example of this traveling salesman problem. Let me zoom the view to 150%. Yeah. So traveling salesman problem. Here you have to optimize the route. Optimize the route to achieve certain tasks. So we will have to do certain tasks and then you have to model your route according to that task. Okay. So let us say a student who is in a university campus is trying to find a best possible route to go through different departments in his university campus. Okay, so this is the ending building or department, ending building or department, and then he also has the start building and department. Building okay, so he has to go to different buildings in the university campus. Let us say the buildings are tech building department. He has to go to sports and activities department, SPAC. He also has to go to Annenberg and then return to his hostel, which is in Foster Walker. Okay, so he has to return to the building, Foster Walker. Same things you have to give, Control C, paste and add transpose. Okay, so this is the building matrix, which you can say and we'll give the distances from the buildings. Okay, how far is, so tech to tech is 0. So tech to SPAC is 3831 feet. Tech to Annenberg is 2079. Tech to Foster Walker is 2644. Similarly, SPAC to Tech is 2554. SPAC to SPAC is 0. SPAC to Annenberg is 2028. And SPAC to Foster Walker is 4418. In feet, actually.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, if from tech to SPAC it is 3831, then why from SPAC to tech it is 2554?
See, the routes which they take in universities, there might be something called, we have in cities now, one-way route. You have to go in a specific route and you also have to return in that specific route only, right? So here the constraint is he might not be taking the same route, or he might be stopping somewhere to do certain activity and come back. So I will also share you the activities he has to do. Okay,
all right.
and you will understand. Okay. So Annenberg to this is 1384. Annenberg to SPAC is 3042. Annenberg to Annenberg is 0. 2519 is to Foster Walker. Foster Walker to STEP is 3966. 6627. 3778.5 and 0. Okay, he has to do the following task. He has to accomplish the following tasks. Task A, he has to drop off homework at tech. Task B, he has to do workout or exercise. Workout or exercise at SPAC. Sports center. SPAC means is a sports center. And C, he also has to do completed group project. Complete a group project at Annenberg, the other side of the university where his friends are staying. So he has to take the path. He has to take a path such that he has to accomplish all these tasks. So remember the start and end point here is, so the start point and end point is Foster Walker. So his hostel or his dormitory is in Foster Walker. So his start and end point is Foster Walker. Okay, all of you got this information. Once you got the information, can you please confirm so that we can start working with it?
Yes, sir.
All right, all of you got the data?
Yes, sir.
Now, the method one is complete enumeration. Method one, we call it as complete enumeration. In complete enumeration, we take all possible paths manually. All possible paths are considered. And the path of least cost, in this case the least distance, is optimal solution. An optimal solution. So we can enumerate the paths. Okay. So let us say path 1. So path 1, he starts at Foster Walker, his hostel. Then he goes to Tech. Then it goes to Annenberg. Then he goes to SPAC. And then he goes back to Foster Walker. Okay. Now we have to calculate the distances. So Foster Walker to Tech is how much? The distance 3966, right? 3966. Foster Walker Tech to Annenberg. Tech to Annenberg is 2079. Annenberg to SPAC. Annenberg to SPAC is 3042. And SPAC to Foster Walker. SPAC to
4418.
4418. Now the cost or the total distance is equal to sum of $13,505. Sorry. Okay, so this is the path 1. Path 2, he can take starting from Foster Walker, then he goes to Tech. So instead of going to Annenberg, he'll go to SPAC. Then he goes to Annenberg, and then he returns to Walker. Total distance. So Foster Walker to Tech is 3966. Walker to SPAC is 6627. Sorry, Tech to SPAC. Sorry. Tech to SPAC is 3831. SPAC to Annenberg is 2028. And Annenberg to Foster Walker is 2519. So sum total is 12,344. So path 3, Foster Walker to Annenberg. Annenberg to Tech, then Tech to SPAC, return to the Foster Walker. So the total distance. So Foster Walker to Annenberg 3778.5, Annenberg to Tech 1384, Tech to SPAC 3831, and SPAC to Foster Walker 4418. In 411.5 if it takes path 3. Path 4, you can start from Foster Walker to Annenberg to SPAC, then Tech, then Foster Walker, then the total distance. Foster Walker to Annenberg, what is the distance? 3788.5, same thing. Then Annenberg to SPAC.
3778.
To SPAC to Tech 2554, and Tech to Foster Walker 2644. $12,028, path 4. The distance is 12,028.
Sir, that Foster Walker to Annenberg is 3778.5. So minus 10. So
That's what I did now.
that is 3788.5 you wrote, sir.
Oh, 3778. Okay. Okay, 12,018.5. Can be, Walker to SPAC to Annenberg to Tech, again back to Foster Walker, the total distance. Foster Walker to SPAC is 6627. Back to Annenberg is 2028. Annenberg to Tech 1384, and Tech to Foster Walker 2644. So 12,683 feet. Path 6, the last option. Path 6 is Foster Walker to SPAC to Tech to Annenberg to Foster Walker, and then total distance. So Foster Walker to SPAC is 6627, SPAC to Tech 2554, Tech to Annenberg 2079, and Annenberg to Foster Walker 2519. $13,779. So what is the minimum of all this? Let's convert it into
12,008.
Path 5.
Convert the files in Excel. There's a conversion is there. Is there a convert function available? Is equal to, yeah, it's available. Convert so this is the number from, we have to convert it from feet, right? FT. Where is FT? I think it's here. Yeah. Foot to miles. Mile, right? Me. Yeah. Bracket, enter. So it is 2.55 miles. So this distance is in feet. Total distance is in feet. This distance is in miles. So we can copy this formula here. So which is the shortest route? This is the shortest route, path 4. Path 4 is the shortest route, 2.27 miles.
Sir, can you show the convert function once again?
Convert function. Type it, comma, double quotes FT, comma, double quotes MI.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Got it, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So this is complete enumeration method which you can do manually if you have smaller data. If you have smaller data, since we have very small data, we can do it manually using the what you call inspection. You can do it. Okay, so based on that, we can see that 2.27 is the smallest distance he can travel. So I'll copy this top building one more time, this matrix, distance matrix, down here after giving to those gap. So we will use method 2, which is your nearest neighbor method. Nearest neighbor method. Once you are done with the previous and copied the table, just confirm, please.
We're done.
Done, all of you? Shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Sir, could you please show us the name of first method?
You want me to show the first method, huh? Okay. This is the output for the first method.
Okay, so fine.
Got it? All right. Should I start should I go for the next method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you have copied the matrix down. So the nearest neighbor method, as the name suggests, the nearest neighbor will be your first target, first destination. So what is the smallest distance Walker? The smallest distance from Foster Walker? It is to Annenberg. So I am saying what is the minimum of this 3? The minimum of this 3 is this. I will paint it yellow color. So this is the minimum distance. So I'll put 1 here because you have to start from the Foster Walker. The nearest thing, smallest distance from Foster Walker is to Annenberg. And then second, smallest distance from Annenberg is, if you go to Annenberg, among these 3, what is the smallest value? I think Tech is the smallest value. So I'll put it into another color, blue color. This is the, mark it as 2. So the smallest distance from Annenberg is to Tech. Capital. Now 3, smallest distance from Tech. Smallest distance from Tech is, the minimum of these 3 is to Annenberg. So again we are creating a detour here. So you are going back to the location. So this is like, you know, you are creating hence you will skip. So I will allocate, sorry, I should have allocated yellow here. This we will allocate a sort of orange color. We will say we will skip the step 3 because what happens is you are going back to Tech, right? You came you came from Annenberg to Tech, and now the smallest distance Tech to Annenberg. So we will skip this smallest distance. We'll go to the 4th smallest distance. And smallest distance, next smallest distance from Tech. Next smallest distance from Tech is to Foster Walker. So, but we have not completed the task here, so we can't go back. So the next smallest distance to Foster Walker. So again, it is creating a subtour. Hence we'll skip because we have not accomplished all the tasks. So this is the next smallest. We will say this as 4. We will skip this step because we have not completed the task. So the next smallest distance is to SPAC. Whatever is left out is the next smallest distance, right? So the next smallest distance is to SPAC. This falls en route. So we will take this as this thing. So fifth one is the next smallest distance tech is to SPAC. We will take this. We will take because it is giving us a route. So smallest distance from SPAC. Smallest distance from SPAC is Annenberg. Annenberg, huh? Yeah. Smallest distance from tech is to SPAC. That is our fifth step. Sixth step is smallest distance from SPAC is to from SPAC, which is the smallest distance to Annenberg. So Annenberg again will create a detour. It creates a detour with this smallest distance from SPAC to Annenberg. So we'll skip this. So we'll add the orange and we'll mark this as route number 6. Sorry. The next smallest distance from SPAC is smallest distance from SPAC is to tech. Oh, the next smallest distance is to tech. Again, it creates a subtour. We'll skip. Hence, okay. So where is the tech? Tech also I will allocate orange. I'll make this 7. The 8th normal is SPAC to Foster Walker. Smallest distance from SPAC is whatever is left out, which is the Foster Walker. Okay, so we will add this yellow color and we will mark this as. So we got 4 yellows, right? So the total distance. So the total distance is So the path is this. The path is from Foster Walker, Annenberg to Tech, and back to Foster Walker. Walker to Annenberg is 3778.5, then 1384, then what is the other one? 1384. Annenberg to Tech is 1384. Then we have 3831. Then the last one is 4418. Total distance is equal to sum of $13,411.5. If you convert this into miles, is equal to dot 50 double quote V 0.54 miles is walking. Based on the nearest neighbors, he is getting 2.54.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I'm not able to understand this creating a subtour logic. I mean, once he has, like, initially we will try to go to all the 4 places, right?
Yeah,
All
we
the
have
3
to
places.
all 4 places. Yeah.
From Foster Walker to other 3 places, and then when he's in the 3rd place, he has to return back to Foster Walker. So why can't he create a subtour from Spack to Annenberg? You know, like in the 6th point. Maybe from Annenberg he can return to Foster Walker.
But he has to accomplish the tasks, right? He has not accomplished all the tasks. These are the tasks he has to do.
Okay. So Annenberg
Task
coming
has to
from
be done now. So he will go for the group project first, then he will submit the homework, then he will do the workout, and then he will return to the dormitory. In the nearest neighbors method, he will first go to the group project, then he will go to Tech to submit his homework, then he will go to sports center for doing his workout, and then he will return to Foster Walker.
Okay. Right, sir. Right.
All right. Can I move forward? There is one more method called greedy method. That also is a simplistic heuristic method. We'll also use a simplex method also to solve this. But before that, let us do the simpler heuristic methods. Once you're done, please confirm.
The 2 minutes, sir.
Should I continue, participants?
Yes, sir.
So there is one more method called greedy method. We have to copy that table again. So greedy method is another method which can be utilized for finding the nearest distance. So with this method, the shortest paths that do not create are selected until tour is completed. So this is the greedy method. Shortest paths that do not create subtour are selected until the tour is completed. So earlier we were taking the shortest route, shortest way from the specific building to in that row only. Here we will take the shortest route in the whole of the matrix. We will take the whole of the matrix as a point and then we will find the shortest route. So the shortest distance, if you look at the shortest distance in the whole matrix is from Annenberg to the shortest distance. In the whole of matrix, this is the shortest distance. 1384. This is the shortest distance in the whole of the matrix. 1384. The next smallest distance. The next distance. After 1384, what is the next smallest number? I think 2028, right?
Yes, sir.
He is from SPAC to Annenberg. So this also we will select because there is no detour here. So 2028 as the second thing. Third, the next shortest. Shortest distance is after 2028. I think 2079, right?
Yes, sir.
Tech to Annenberg. Already we had done, so I think this will create a detour. So create a subtour, we will skip this. Creates a subtour and skip. So we will skip this, we'll assign a color, something like orange. This is the smallest distance. Distance is after 2079, what is the next one? I think 2519, right? Is from Annenberg to Foster Walker. But again, this creates a subtour, we'll create skip it. So 2519 is the fourth one. Fifth one is next shortest distance. The next shortest distance is, I think 2554, right? So this is the next shortest distance, which is the fifth one, SPAC to Tech. SPAC to Tech, but it creates a detour. We will skip this. Sixth is next shortest distance is to Foster Walker. Two 644. This will keep it as yellow because there is no subtour here. 6. Seventh one is next shortest distance. Shortest distance is, I think 3042. Annenberg again creates a detour, so we'll skip 3042. Orange color. This would be no, seventh is Annenberg to SPAC. $3042, right? The next shortest, right? Seventh. Yeah, 3042. Then eighth. After 3042, the next one is 3778, right? 3778.5. This is the one which is the from Foster Walker to Annenberg. Next shortest distance is Foster Walker to Annenberg. And this is creates a subtour. We'll skip this. 9th. So 9th will be next shortest. The next shortest distance is after 3778, I think 3831. This is the next shortest distance. Again, we'll give it an orange color because it's a detour. This is the 9th, 3831, which is Tech to SPAC. It's a detour, we'll skip this. 10th. Next shortest distance is Foster Walker to Tech. 3966. Again orange. This is 10. We'll take a because it creates a subtour. The next is SPAC Walker. And finally, the 12th one is 6627. We will give an yellow color. It is not a detour. So, it is next shortest distance is Foster Walker Tech. Create subtour and skip. 11th. Next shortest distance is SPAC to Foster Walker.
Sir?
We'll skip. Yes, please.
Sir, don't we have any method to just get this sorted path at one click or two clicks? And we have to do this calculations every time.
These are called what I call heuristic methods, which are also done by software. There are softwares for this also.
Sir, what about the if we have more number of locations, so it will be difficult for us to like.
Then same thing. You have to use the minimum distance formulas. You have to write a for loop where you get the min distances. You have to write the access macro. Actually, there are add-ins available which do it for you. So the greeting method, what we are doing is exactly what the software will do in the backend. There are add-ins in operations research add-ins within Excel, which are unfortunately not free. So we are not able to use them. But these methods use the same methodology what we are doing in Excel. So when it has the last what we call large data, it will write a for loop with distances comparison. Every loop it takes the min of the remaining values and it identifies the paths to it, and then it gives the value. So the same greedy method will follow the same process in software. I think in the next session we will do it using simplex method. So the path is from Foster Walker. Next session, I'll show you how to do it in simplex also. Spack, Annenberg, Tech, and Foster Walker. So, Foster Walker to Spack, I think this is the Foster Walker to Spack is how much? 6627. Back to Annenberg, 2028. Annenberg to Tech, 1384. Tech to Foster Walker, 2644. So the total distance all 1,680 feet in miles. To convert this 2.40 miles. Using the greedy distance method, we'll get this.
So can you move up a bit?
Yeah. To the matrix.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Oh, this problem. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, there was an internet problem. You are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, all of you got this?
Yes, sir.
So we'll do the solver problem next class because my internet is very slow here. I'm not sure solver will work, it will hang. So once next session we will do it next week. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So these are three methods, greedy method, or we call them as heuristic methods. These methods are called as heuristic methods. Called heuristic methods, where we can do using these methods, and for optimizations we have the solver, simplex method, we have simulated annealing method, which is even more advanced. So we can also solve this using the simplex method from the linear programming standpoint of view. So we will do this in the next session. So participants, have any doubts?
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt, sir.
Yeah. So shall I end the session for today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why did I delete it?